Itera Friends. Oke, perkenalkan, nama aku Dika Ultan Prayoga.
Dan aku Serena Lumban Taruan. Nah, kali ini kita kedatangan narasumber yang spektakuler nih. Siapa nih kira-kira?
Ya, benar banget teman-teman. Jadi, untuk narasumber kita pada siang hari ini, itu ada Mr. Andrew. So, Mr. Andrew is the director of Blue Corner Marine Research. Dan yang kedua ada siapa nih, Sena?
Ada Bapak Novri di MFI, dari dosen Prodi Biologi Itera.
Dosen Prodi Biologi Itera. Okay guys, so in our first time gitu ya, first of all we are going to discuss about what is Blue Corner Marine Research. So let's talk about with the pakarnya. Okay, so what is the Blue Marine Research, Mr. Andrew?
So it's an organization we started in Bali, on a small island, Nusa Lembongan, just in Bali province. And what we try and do is initially to take tourists out to the coral reef where they can experience coral restoration and different sorts of marine ecology programs. And then we've expanded to also have students from different universities across the world in Indonesia come and join us for some education programs. So yeah, we focus on marine ecology training and coral restoration and tourism.
Okay, it was so interesting guys. And you know what, before we going to the next question, alangkah lebih baiknya kalau kita mau ngapain lagi nih Sen?
Kayaknya kita nih bisa ngobrol nih sambil bikin ini kali ya.
Bikin apa tuh? Oke guys, jadi kita akan bermain game. Di sini kami udah bagi menjadi dua tim. Di sini ada Sena dan juga Mr. Andrew, dan di sini ada Dika dan juga Pak Novri, yang dimana kita akan membuat what is that?
Plastisin. Kita bikin bentuk
tentang
sesuatu yang ada di laut.
Ya, whatever it's in the sea gitu ya. Oke. Yuk, kalau gitu bisa kita mulai aja uncover the cover di sini.
Okay.
This is like a game. So,
Can I start it now?
yeah.
Okay.
Anything in the sea.
Anything
Anything in the sea. Turtle
Do we
or
have an idea?
whatever that is.
Oh, you've got ideas. Oh,
You're cheating.
cheating. I like this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oke.
Okay. Don't worry. We're gonna win.
Okay guys, I think while making this plastisin, we talk about everything. Okay, sir. And then yeah, that is about Blue Marine Corner Research.
Blue Corner Marine
Okay,
Research.
it is
yeah.
okay. The next is the personal question.
Okay.
Why do you concern about that?
I grew up ever since I was small, snorkeling and playing in the ocean. And my father was a biology teacher, and so I liked.
Really?
Yeah.
I see.
And so I liked learning about nature, going camping, going swimming in the ocean, snorkeling. And so when I was 10 years old, I started scuba diving in Malaysia. And then I wanted to study marine biology. So I studied marine biology and did my master's in Australia, looking at coral restoration. And then over time, started getting involved with different restoration projects in Thailand and Indonesia and different areas of the world. And when I got to a point where I wanted to start my own project, I thought Bali is a perfect place because I love Bali. I've so many friends in Bali. I've spent many, many years coming back and going, so I thought this is a perfect place.
So when was it? When did you come to Bali?
The first time.
What year? Yeah.
Oh,
the first time.
The first time in 2000.
2000.
Yeah, so it makes me sound old.
Okay.
I even haven't born.
In 2000, I came and actually I went to the Gili Islands in Lombok.
Gili Trawangan.
Gili Trawangan, yeah, where I did my dive master course for diving, and then kept on coming back throughout university. I really enjoyed Lombok and Bali. Many friends were living there, and I got involved in a coral restoration project that was happening in the Gili Islands on Gili Trawangan. And I thought, yeah, why don't I make this my life and
And
keep
it was-
focusing on coral restoration.
Gili Trauma. It's just like a paradise. There is a special song for that, you know. Welcome
To my paradise.
Where so sky so blue.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
know it?
And the sun shines never ending.
Yeah.
You know it.
Sing that song. But sing that song in the island. In Pahawan.
In Pahawang.
Oh yeah, tomorrow when we go to Pawahan.
You ever know or heard about that island? Ever gone? Maybe?
Not yet. Tomorrow will be the first day. Yeah,
It will
I'm
be
excited.
so interesting.
Yeah.
It will be so happy.
Oh, of course. We're gonna do some research there, and we will visit the place as our site of our research. So we have research for the restoration, coral restoration.
Coral restoration
In
again.
Pahawang, because we want to replicate what Andrew does in
But
Bali, and we want to try to replicate his method in Pahawang Island. Right? That's the
Yeah.
big idea, the big picture. But also we're gonna have some fun, right?
of course,
Yeah.
don't forget to invite him to go to under the sea walking. What's the name of
Yeah,
it?
just let it be the mystery.
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
I brought my scuba diving equipment,
Yeah.
so I'm ready to go underwater.
Yeah, he brings his own scuba gear.
Oke, nih buat Pak Novri nih, aku ada
Ya,
pertanyaan.
aku juga ditanya nih. Oke.
Masa nggak
Langsung
ditanya?
juga dong.
Oke.
Kita mau main
saya-
ini aja.
Alright. Udah mau menang nih saya.
Nih, katanya bakal ada kerja sama Itera dari dan Blue Corner nih. Terus dampaknya sama satu lagi tuh dampaknya bagi laut Sumatera. Gitu.
Jadi dimulai dari Itera nih, terus
Iya.
kira-kira apa dampaknya untuk Pulau Sumatera gitu ya?
Ya, khususnya di Lampung deh, Pak.
Ya, ya bener ya, kita memang mau ada kerjasama. Kita ditandai dengan penandatanganan MOU beberapa bulan lalu di Bali di Nusa Lembongan dengan Blue Corner Itera. Tujuannya adalah untuk mendukung kegiatan Tridharma di Itera ya, gitu. Salah satunya ya pasti dari pendidikan, penelitian dan pengabdian gitu. Nah dari pendidikan sudah terlaksana nih hari ini, kita ada kuliah umum dan ada kuliah tamu dari biologi laut gitu tentang restorasi terumbu karang, bagaimana merehabilitasi ekosistem yang rusak di di sini gitu ya, di Lampung. Lalu selain pendidikan kita juga ada riset gitu. Riset itu penelitian tentang khususnya ke terumbu karang. Di Lampung kan kita main attraction-nya itu tourism ya. Daya tarik utamanya untuk tourism itu adalah Pulau Pahawang tuh main attraction-nya. Nah, Pulau Pahawang itu sendiri kondisinya memprihatinkan, kondisi terumbu karangnya. Karena yang jadi daya tarik di Pulau Pahawang itu terumbu karang, corals. Dan koralnya memprihatinkan kondisinya, sehingga kita mau perbaiki. Nah, bagaimana sih cara memperbaikinya? Kita butuh metode. Gitu. Nah, kita butuh ada sharing metode dengan praktisi dan expert, karena Andrew is a researcher, also a lecturer juga, dosen juga. And he has been doing this for many years, sudah melakukannya sudah lama, sehingga kita butuh untuk menyerap pengetahuannya begitu ya, tekniknya, dan itu akan kita terapkan di Pulau Pahawang. Jadi Pulau Pahawang nanti menjadi site riset dari lab alamnya Itera bersama dengan Blue Corner begitu, dan pengabdian masyarakat tentunya dan pendampingannya. Jadi konservasinya kita tuh restorasi terumbu karangnya berbasis masyarakat gitu, community based, right? We restore the ecosystems based on community based, based on the community.
So we're getting the community involved in doing the actions underwater, which is what we do in Penida and Lamongan. Also, is try to not just have us doing the planting of the coral and the restoration, but running workshops where some of the people who live in the community can come and join, both on land, but then also underwater for the snorkel guides and things like that. And so that they're the ones that are actually doing the restoration.
Yes, of course. Because, itulah yang nanti akan bisa membuat hasilnya bisa menjadi lebih kuat gitu, lebih baik gitu.
Oke, ini Pak Novri, aku ada follow up question ya, Mister.
Oke.
Kenapa kerjasamanya
Wait, waduh, wow, oh my god, sharp man,
sharp.
Nih, kelihatan nih kita yang
bagus
bakal
banget
menang.
nih.
Lah, gak kayak gitu dong. Tadi cheating Sena nih, makanya udah tahu nih referensinya.
Oke, follow up questionnya apa jadi?
Follow up question-nya.
I heard there was a prize for winning.
Miss,
Nice.
Pak Novri kenapa pilih Blue Marine Corner Research ini sebagai tempat kita untuk bekerja sama? Ataukah Pak Novri dulu sebelumnya pernah ada dengar gitu sebelum tentang hal ini gitu, makanya ada kerjasama dengan Mr. Andrew ini? Atau
Oke.
gimana?
Aku mau spill dikit ya. Sorry, I have to mix my bahasa. Okay. Aku harus spill dikit teman-teman. Jadi pertama kali, at the first time I visited the Blue Corner, I heard about the Blue Corner through the internet. I Google myself, try to find the place. Karena apa? Karena kantor Itera, makasih buat Itera, melalui program PKKM itu memberikan kesempatan kepada dosennya untuk mengembangkan kompetensi. Jadi aku cari karena aku sukanya terumbu karang, terus aku diver gitu. Jadi aku mau dapat pengetahuan lebih tentang ilmu penyelaman dan konservasi. Aku cari tuh di mana sih paling bagus. Ternyata dapat di Bali. Itu pun di Nusa Lembongan, bukan di Bali. Nah, di Nusa Lembongan itu ada namanya Blue Corner. Aku baca programnya ternyata make sense dan keren sih. Jadi aku berangkat ke sana visit, disupport oleh kantor. Gitu, dan aku mendapatkan pengalaman yang luar biasa di sana. Dan ya ketemu Andrew at the first time. Tuh, terus akhirnya kami berkomunikasi panjang, diskusi, dan akhirnya ya Tara gitu. 2 kali ke sana dan ke sana ya kemarin belajar sebagai coral restoration diver sampai pulang dapat lisensi karena beliau instrukturnya. Lalu kami melakukan riset di sana juga. Saya mencoba riset yang metode yang dilakukan oleh Sir Andrew, dan akhirnya saya kembali lagi ke sana untuk MOU. Itera tertarik untuk MOU dengan Blue Corner, dan ya akhirnya ini wujudnya. Gitu. Itu alasannya kenapa kita ke Blue Corner.
Berarti sebelumnya Pak Novri ini datengin Mr. Andrew ke sana gitu, terus ngambil lisensi dan segala macam belajar, dan sekarang Mr. Andrew-nya yang Pak Novri bawa ke sini nih.
Kita undang
Ke sini ya.
karena kita undang kan berarti berdasarkan kesediaan beliau ya, gitu. Karena jadwalnya padat gitu kan, mengajar juga di sana, riset, kita undang dan beliau bersedia gitu.
Okay.
Alright, okay.
Okay, the next question, guys. For the next question is for Mr. Andrew.
Okay.
I know that, as we know that maybe you have been traveling around the world, maybe the world or even Indonesia.
Mm-hmm.
Which one is the most beautiful under the sea? Which area?
The water scenery.
Oh, that's difficult. Because everywhere is very different, right? Even in Lambongan, if diving in one area, I can dive the same site every day. And one day I might see a thresher shark, one day I might see a mola, one day I might just see a little small damselfish. So every day it's going to be different at the reef. So it's hard to know where's my favorite or the best. I really like Nusa Penida and Lambongan. That's why I live there, because I can dive it every day and still feel excited about it. But outside of there, my favorite.
Favorite place? Ding 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 ding
Ding ding ding ding ding. Okay, can I have 2? Of course.
You did a negotiation.
A negotiation.
Okay. Why not?
Well, 3 maybe. So, Indonesia and around Nusa Penida is always number 1. It's close to my heart. But outside of Indonesia, I think my favorite would be the west coast of Mexico, the Baja Peninsula that comes down. It's really interesting because you get these cold currents come down from Alaska, where the whales and big animals come down. But then on the inside of the peninsula is a really warm tropical sea.
Mexico Gulf?
On the opposite side, the west coast of Mexico. So the Gulf of California in Mexico. And so in this tropical sea, there's corals, there's butterfly fish, all of the things that you picture of a tropical coral reef. But then at the end, there's this cold Alaska, cold water current. So it mixes. So you'll see things like sea lions and kelp and things that you picture when you think of cold water. but then you'll see them swimming around, but then you also see like butterfly fish and angelfish and coral. So it's very confusing for the mind because you see all these different strange ecosystems that's cold, warm, all together mixing. So I like it there because it's just unique. And
it's very crowded in it.
No, not so crowded. It's quite remote to get to.
West Coast, Mexico.
West Coast of Mexico.
Kelp, many kelps there.
There's some kelp on the outside, yeah. The other place, half the year I teach at a university in Canada, and the diving in Canada on the West Coast, Vancouver Island, it's cold. You wear a dry suit and you're very cold, but a few months ago I was there and I was diving, and as I came out there was an orca, like two killer whales, two orcas that were swimming around just as I was climbing out. I looked behind me and there was the orcas. So it was quite exciting.
Yeah, that's another story of the diver.
So
they never tell people.
Orca, guys.
Yeah. So for tropical, yes, Indonesia, of course. But for unique diving, I think Mexico or Canada.
Yeah. Bali also cold.
It
Not
can
really.
be, yeah.
Cold compared to my place in Lampung.
Oh, it's cold, yeah.
Yeah.
We have water temperature loggers that record the temperature over time. And
What is the lowest?
Oh, guess. The lowest?
18?
Lower.
16.
Lower.
Really?
14.5.
Impossible.
You know, yeah, we had a temperature logger. 14.5.
I decided to stop my diving time in Bali when I dived there because I couldn't take it anymore. I think I felt
too cold.
And everybody left. Yeah, everybody left because I used to dive here in the warm water, and when I tried diving there, it's very cold in Bali. It's 14.
Yeah, 14 is the lowest we've gotten.
Okay. Right.
So, Mr. Andrews, it is a usual thing when you are in the cold area. So, how about Lampung? What do you think? The weather?
It's good. Well, I've been spending a lot of time in Bali, which right now in Bali is so hot because the monsoon still hasn't started yet. So it's been very hot.
Monsoon.
But yeah, so Lampung, I hear the thunder right now, so I think it's raining outside, which is nice. And we've been in air conditioning all day, so I don't know how hot it is.
How hot it is here.
Yeah. This is just the first day.
We're indoor. Outdoor. Okay. By the way, how could you make the foam like this? It's a perfect foam.
Oh no, I'm not finished yet.
Really?
I still have to make the habitat.
Guess what is it?
Is it a spider?
Sea star.
Oh, sea star.
Okay.
And I'm trying to make SpongeBob.
Really? It's a SpongeBob.
Oke, aku ada pertanyaan lagi nih. Kan salah satu aktivitasnya nih clean ocean ya. Nah, sampah apa yang paling banyak ditemukan di bawah laut?
Laut
Biasanya.
Laut mana? Laut Lampung atau
Laut Lampung kali ya.
Laut Lampung ya, untuk Pak Novri.
Sampah ya, debris. Sampah yang paling banyak selama aku diving di Lampung, mostly plastik. Plastik. Kadang juga ketemu kasur.
Oh iya.
Iya, ada kasur gitu terus ada karung dan jala ikan yang sudah tidak terpakai, dan itu menutupi karang. Jadi banyak sih, tapi yang bergerak bebas sampah plastik.
Kalau di Pulau Jawa kali ya?
I'm not really sure about it, but you may ask Andrew about it. Andrew, what the marine debris? What is the major kind of the trash that you found in the
Around
under the water?
Well, around Nusa Penida, there was a few years ago, when was it, maybe 2018, there was a viral video that went around showing the plastic around Nusa Penida. So during monsoon season, we do find that with the currents, it brings a lot of plastic. So water bottles, food packaging, those kind of things, and it'll come in rafts and collect in some of the bay areas where the currents push them in. And unfortunately, those sort of bay areas is also where plankton. So plankton is neutrally buoyant and gets pushed around with ocean currents and waves, and so it'll get collected in small bay areas. And so whale sharks and manta rays, things that filter feed on plankton, they like to feed in those areas. But unfortunately, that's also where the plastic comes, and so they can get confused and be feeding on plastic.
So that's why sometimes we found on the news that the whale, you know, get to the shore, dying, and inside the whale, there are many plastics.
Full of plastic, yeah.
Full of plastics.
Yeah.
Okay, so plastic.
Plastic. We see. Yeah, we are seeing a lot of plastic.
Is it kind of the type of the marine debris?
Yeah, and it's, I think, also seasonal. We do get this time of year at the start of monsoon a lot of plastic coming through because a lot of plastic starts on land from people throwing their food containers after eating and then throwing it on the side of the road everywhere. And then after the rain starts, it pushes it into the rivers and out into the ocean. So those the first few rains pushes a lot of this stuff that's been building up on shore.
Yeah, marine debris. Plastic
Yeah.
apparel. Plastic.
Oke, untuk saat ini kan kita udah pada tahu nih ternyata Mr. Andrew dan juga Pak Novri is a diver, or the diver kan?
Yes.
Nah, aku mau nanya sama kedua-duanya nih, Mr. Andrew and Pak Novri, what is the most memorable thing when you guys are on the sea? Yeah.
Oh, me. Well,
Oh, me first.
well, the most memorable recently was the orca that I just
What the
came.
orca?
Yeah.
I would say that too.
Yeah.
I with you.
But I had a really interesting dive about a year and a half ago. I was in the Banda Sea.
Banda?
Yeah, in Banda. And
Banda is crazy.
it's known for hammerhead sharks. And the one dive I was doing, I was looking at a small coral, because I'm a coral biologist, so I like to look at the coral. And then I turn around, and a hammerhead shark was right beside me.
Hammer shark, the shark with the hammer shark.
Yeah, that's right up to me.
And it's aggressive, right?
No, it was just looking at me, but it felt aggressive. So then I turned around, and I put my hands, and then it turned around and swam away. But it was exhilarating. It was exciting.
And yeah, Mr. Andrew, I have ever heard about the information if we are meeting with the wild animal, we cannot be afraid.
No.
And we just need to calm down and look at their eyes. Is that true or not?
It is true, but it's hard to tell your body to calm down when their shark is in your face.
Okay, next dari Pak Novri gimana nih? The most memorable thing.
The most memorable thing when I
Dive. Meet someone or something.
No, I think my first dive is my most memorable moment. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah,
It's the first time.
Because of I encounter the specific animals or things like that, but because that is my first step. Touching the diving world. So that's the first time for me when I was in the university, and I think that's a very memorable moment for me. I couldn't believe that I could dive, I could breathe underwater, and that's it. So that would be my first memorable moment. Okay. I hope you are not disappointed.
No, not disappointed because it's the first time. I know that the first time is the memorable thing because this is the first time when when we come into the new thing, right? That's why it's a memorable thing too.
Yeah. Of course, diving in Nusa Lembongan and Nusa Penida with Andrew also would be one of those memorable moment also. Okay, but if you ask me, the most a memorable diving experience. Yeah, my first moment when I dived with Anemon Diving Club when I was in the university.
Okay, and going to the next question to Mr. Andrew again. Mr. Andrew, I want to ask you, what is your biggest concern of coral reef restoration?
Okay.
Biggest concern.
Biggest concern. Yeah. I think more people need to be doing it because the amount that we're so at Blue Corner we're doing quite a lot. We've restored almost 10,000 square meters, so quite a big section of Penida, but there's an extent to how much we can do. So if we can get more people doing areas, and there's other reefs outside of Nusa Penida that need to be restored all over. Indonesia has some of the most coral reef in the world, and a lot of that needs restoration. So I think the biggest concern is getting as many people to be working on it as possible and learning how to do it properly, so that we can just expand out and expand the capacity. So I think that's our biggest obstacle so far, is trying to get more people involved.
Get more people involved, educate the society.
Yeah.
Educate the society. That's the greatest possible.
Because it's possible, where it's possible to fix these problems and improve the environment. But we just need to be working on it together and get more people involved in it.
That's right.
Oke, ini di laut tuh kan banyak nih, apa ya? Masih banyak yang belum kita ketahui di laut. Nah itu pasti kan banyak nih tantangannya, bahayanya gitu. Apa sih yang pernah Bapak alamin?
Challenge
Mr.
ya.
Andrew juga.
Challenge atau bahaya ya. Bahaya dari di bawah laut itu ya, kalau bahaya di mana ada bahaya ya.
Iya.
Tapi tingkat resiko di laut itu memang ya lumayan tinggi juga. Selain dari kondisi laut yang unpredictable gitu ya, kayak tadi Sir Andrew bilang ada arus, ada gelombang gitu-gitu. Juga ada biota. Biota itu maksudnya makhluk hidup yang kita masih belum tahu gitu. Yang sudah kita ketahui aja banyak yang beresiko. Misalnya seperti kita tadi diskusi ya, ada hewan-hewan laut yang berbahaya, ada gurita cacing biru, bluring octopus gitu-gitu, sea snake, terus scorpion fish gitu ya, ada banyak. Terus minimal ubur-ubur deh. Ubur-ubur dan bulu babi gitu. Itu kan berbahaya juga gitu. Tapi ada sebenarnya yang mungkin jauh lebih berbahaya dan kita belum tahu. Sehingga makanya kalau menurutku untuk di laut ya kita rendah hati saja, terus belajar dan kita bersombong, karena kita banyak nggak tahu gitu. And do maybe
The most dangerous things.
Yes, the most dangerous thing.
For me personally, I'm afraid of triggerfish. They're like
Triggerfish.
It's a fish about this big, and they look evil.
Got that. Yes.
They're very colorful, but they've got these eyes, and they look at you, and then they just swim really fast, and they hit you, and they have small teeth, but then they'll like bite you. And it's not dangerous, but it's shocking. Yeah. So
also,
I'm afraid of
they
it.
like to bite your fin.
Yeah, they bite your fin.
Diving pakai fin. Fin kita tuh sering ditarik. Dan ikannya besar loh. Big fish, not small.
Not a small fish.
Not a small fish. Big fish.
Big fish. And they swim like with their
dorsal
fin like this, and so they're like a torpedo going really quickly. And they like hit you.
The name is triggerfish.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that tigerfish. No, that's different.
Tigerfish different. Triggerfish. Like a trigger.
Trigger.
Yeah.
Dia mudah tertrigger. Emosian. Kayak sering marah-marah deh.
Well, thank you for inviting me to come and join, and I'm very happy to be here and learn about everything that's happening at Itera, and tomorrow go out to the coral restoration project that hopefully we'll be working together. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, and I hope that we can do more partnerships in the future between Blue Corner and Itera. I want to develop a collaboration where students can come and join us and learn about coral restoration from what we do in Bali, but then also hopefully we can have a project here working together. Yeah. So we run some scholarship programs, some different programs for our international students, for local Indonesian students, and hopefully people can come and join.
Okay, and how about your internship program? Maybe you can explain it.
Yeah, so with our internship program, what it is we have optional 1 month or 2 months. So in the 1 month we do training programs so students need to be divers to start with, because a lot of the work is underwater, looking at fish, planting coral. So for divers, the first week we're learning about marine ecology, identification of different species. Then the next week we go and we start monitoring and doing surveys of counting fish, of looking at how healthy is the coral reef. And then we get into coral restoration, planting corals, and then a little bit of fun diving with manta rays and things like that. So that first month is very like training, learning with our biologists who are teaching the training courses. And then the second month we do like an independent research project where the students can do some research on the restoration site.
Okay.
Complete.
From Pak Novri. Last statementnya gimana nih?
Untuk program nih?
Untuk program ini,
Okay.
untuk research juga boleh.
Okay, sama kayak Andrew ya. I just want to say thank you so much for inviting us, coming here, having a good moment with you guys, having a good time playing these games and having a, unpredictable questions. Terima kasih banyak.
It's just like a chit chat actually.
What's that?
It's just like a chit chat actually.
Yeah, thank you so much, and semoga teman-teman nggak bosan ya. Besok-besok ngundang kita lagi, mungkin kalau Andrew kesini lagi, gitu. Terus semoga saya berharap sih semoga kerjasama ini bisa berlanjut terus, gitu ya. Jadi ada banyak hal yang bisa kita generate dari sini. Terima kasih banyak, dan buat teman-teman Itera Friends yang nonton ini, ya ini kita ada Andrew datang ke sini dan kita akan bermain di Bawang. Jadi teman-teman boleh juga berbangga hati kita ada di Itera dan kita punya site riset di Bawang dan kita kerjasama dengan Blue Corner. Jadi teman-teman kita buka kesempatan buat main bareng dengan teman-teman semua, teman-teman Itera Friends, buat visit lab alam kita di Pulau Bawang.
Oke. Kayaknya kita perlu show ini lagi.
Let's go, kita duluan, biar menang.
Mereka
menang karena mereka duluan. Iya tah? Oh iya deh. Oke.
So, maybe you can explain. Closer to the camera, please.
Okay.
Okay. So what is that?
This one is the small cute turtle. Can you see the
really?
cute eyes? This is the turtle, and this is the mola. This is the starfish, and this is also the starfish, and this is the SpongeBob. He made it, by the way, not me. And this one is the most important thing. This is the mysterious animal from the deep of ocean.
Oh, okay.
Only me knows it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Next group. Okay, next group, please.
Okay.
Okay.
This is our underwater scene. So on the bottom we've got a shark that's swimming through some seagrass and some seaweed with a little starfish, and the shark is smiling.
Oh my god, so cute. And also what is that?
Ini diambil dari film Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo. Okay, that's nice. Thank you.
And Nemo has its coral home there.
Okay, thank you. So,
Thank you.
we already decide pemenangnya adalah
Jeng jeng jeng.
Ding 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 ding.
Tim Andrew.
Deep Talk, karena yang dari hati pasti sampai ke hati. Oke guys, aku di Kautan Prayoga.
Dan aku Serina Lumba Taruhan.
See you.
See you.